I have lots of memories about coffee, and it's all start when I was still living in Sumatra. I still remember when I'm in my childhood. So my two brother and sister have their own house chores, and I have the responsibility to buy the coffee from the neighborhood. And there I was mesmerized by the smell of it and the way they did with the process and the way they're roasting. That's my first encounter with the coffee as long as I remember. Coffee for me is just like a playground with so many variables that you can play with. The more you dig about coffee, the more you understand later on that for me, for my personal opinion, coffee now becoming like a gate of understanding. A gate of understanding about many other things that can be resemblance with the coffee itself. The coffee is have a very long story from the seed to cup, so many things happen there, like the fermentation process, the attitude of the farmer toward the trees and the minerals, the microclimate, the maillard process during the roasting process, and then the way you brew it, the water that you will choose for the coffee to brew to make the extraction. It resembles with so many things in life. So for me, coffee is a personal preference to see the life through it. Okay, so the more I think about coffee, the more I learn about coffee, the more I realize that everything is connected and it depends on each other. Coffee is a life learning.
My name is Anita. I'm Bill's wife. My journey in coffee actually starting when in my college. I'm just a coffee drinker, but in 2015 when my husband started doing coffee lab, every single day after I finish work, I see him roasting coffee or brewing coffee or learning about coffee. I start curious about it. Start from that, I try to learn little bit about coffee, and I'm start loving coffee. In 2018, I decided to resign from my professional work to help my husband to running the business, and then learning more about coffee, how to brew coffee, how to serve the coffee, and then how to make the coffee proper. And start from that, I love coffee very much. Actually, on the beginning, me and my husband didn't expect to have a coffee shop because on the beginning our goal is to be a coffee farmer. But on the journey, we decide to have a coffee shop, and our friends help us to make it happen. So we start open the place, and the name is UCC, Ubud Coffee Culture.
UCC is full of surprise for me. I think the nature blessed us in some point, and we are very grateful for that. Very grateful for that. For us, the main experience is daily activity at UCC. When we see a new customer that becoming our friend and family of UCC, there's something that really satisfying to run this business. UCC also have the opportunity to have a privilege to brew the coffee for Mr. President and all of the minister when they visit Bali. So overall, before COVID hit us, there is so much opportunity and chance to meet other people and then connecting with them. Well, about the pandemic, I realized that this moment of time we have a bitter and dark days of 2020, almost for all of us. One thing for sure, it's not just about the income, but then we lost so much friend that we see every day. Most of them are went back to their countries, and most for the local as well. I mean, local nowadays getting harder to spend their money to get a premium coffee, even though we try to push the price as low as we can, but you know, still no one came, so it's kind of a gloomy situation. But then, you know, we keep trying to push ourselves to stay exciting every day. It's only about survival. It's only about survival, and then yeah, try to do so many things that keep our spirit on. Yeah.
What I feel on the beginning is, of course, sad, but I'm still keep my spirit that even not much friends or customer come, I will put my energy, my effort on UCC, because we cannot just losing our hope on it. But after 9 months, we try to survive. There is a lost feeling, because only a few friends come, a few customers come, and then I feel that the energy is still there, but the feeling is mixed feeling. It's a confused, it's a scare, but I'm still have the spirit to open UCC. So every single day, I have a mixed feeling in UCC. But I'm grateful that even though not many friends come, but I still have lovely friends who always come and support us till we decide to close UCC at Ubud. For us, the pandemic is a trigger to make a decision what we already postponed before. So we have a family matter in Java that we postponed for almost 2 years. This pandemic is trigger us to make a decision, the right decision at the moment. It's not about the business only, but the family is become the first reason for us to close UCC. It is not an easy decision, but we have to do it. It's like I said before, it's a sad feeling, it's a happy, but at the moment we think that that is the best decision that we make. And then in the future, when we have a chance to open the new place in Yogyakarta, we will continue our spirit in UCC into a new shop in Yogyakarta with the same warm, with the same coffee quality, and we will continue our dream that already postponed because of the condition here.
Well, Jogja is very exciting for me. The first thing is, as a coffee person, it put me in a specific position that I have to please everyone with their own preference, with their own sensory preference. It's kind of hard actually, but then I realized that is my duty, and I still doing it. I think full of excitement, since the coffee is my playground after all. And I got help from so many friends, and the one thing that I very grateful is my wife and my oldest daughter joining in the team. I mean to keep continue going the journey. So we are on the same boat. So because of that, I will try to share the spirit of excitement, and then share all the knowledge that I also get from friends and acquaintance. Because for me, knowledge is 1000% free. I get it from someone else, so it's my duty to share with others in many ways in Yogyakarta. So it's not only about coffee, but we can share all the spirit in other community and other platform of activities. So to be able to do that, I think the coffee shop based on community is the best that I can think of. So coffee shop, community based. So that I have the space for everyone to join with our cause, sharing the knowledge, sharing the spirit by doing what they love there. Well, you can mention so many things about it, like movie screening, and then discussion, art performance, even blood donor, social aid program. You mention it. We can do many things there, and we will serve, of course, the coffee. Cool. There is a term that we hold on to it, not term, but what you call that, a beautiful word, quotes, that saying, we rise by lifting others. Actually, that is our spirit in UCC, and we're gonna continue that in Yogyakarta by doing those activities to support the idea. So it helped us in UCC. When we share other coffee shop, you should go there. You should feel the experience to drink the coffee there. Don't just stay here. You need coffee is all about the experience. You need to try other place as well. So in the end, we also get a recommendation by many other coffee shop in Bali. So in that way, we having more faith in that kind of quote, that we rise by lifting others, because we lift them and they will lift us back.
So we treat the people who come to UCC as equal, even though it's a local or foreign, or everyone is equal. We will welcoming them as a part of our family. So when they come to our place, it's not like coming to coffee shop, but feel more like their second home. They can get a food, they can have a chat, or maybe tell the story, share everything there.
becoming like brewer or barista, the first thing that you need to ask for the customer is what kind of coffee do you expect, what kind of coffee do you usually drink, and what kind of coffee do you want today, something like that, right? So it's kind of a service, you don't need to break yourself because you're becoming like a barista or have a knowledge about coffee. That knowledge is for a greater good, not for yourself, not, yeah, something like that. For me, extracting the coffee is also extracting the story of other people when we talk, the experience, the perspective on many things. So what we're gonna do in Jogja is also becoming like that. We're gonna have something that we're gonna build together, something that represent togetherness. Because of that, I'm willing to open all the possibilities from people who understand the cause to joining the effort to build this program in Yogyakarta. So what we need to have that? Of course, we need the place. So we will open donation for us to support the place, and then also we need a good connection with other community based in Jogja or other places in Indonesia, even abroad, because we are more than happy to welcome friends abroad that come to our place. And then the other thing that we also receive willingly and heartwarming condition is the smallest effort donation that people can support us. For example, that when someone have a used cup or plate or fork or even spoon, we gonna accept that so much grateful, because with so many people will gather there, we need so much equipment. So basically almost everything we open ourselves to people who joining our spirit in making this happen. Yeah, like chair or sofa, or even bean bags, or even the cushion. Yeah, did I pronounce it right? Yeah, cushion. So we accept all of those things. Yeah. So later on, I hope all those stuff, little stuff, will represent togetherness. That this is coming from Spain, this is coming from Italy, this is coming from Bantul, which is the other side of Yogyakarta. This is coming from Eastern Java Island, or wherever. This is something that you can feel later on, the togetherness.
Actually, the best support at the moment is people who pray for us, who give us love, and actually we already have it, but we need more. So the positive energy will bring us the good spirit to start the project in Yogyakarta, because we know in this condition, in this pandemic condition, it's not easy to start a new business. But I believe with the love, with the good energy from other people or other friends, give us a spirit, a good spirit to start it. And that's the more important for me, especially to start our new journey in Yogyakarta.
For all the people who are willing to help us to make this dream come true, to make our plan becoming real, we would like to say big gratitude in advance, and together we will feel the atmosphere, because this is our work together in Jogja. So I'll see you guys in Jogja. Okay.